Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday Night Modding. We got a live one here for you. Got some Burn versus Grixis Shadow.
Dude, that's exciting.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Robert's gonna be burning himself. Belf's gonna be burning Robert. What else you gonna see?
I'm pretty sure if Robert could cast a Boros Charm on himself, he would.
I think he will. I think we're gonna see him go Fetch, Shock, Thoughtseize, Street Wraith.
Street Wraith, turn 1 Death Shadow.
Yep.
Alright, let's see it.
Yep. And
I actually
Belt?
got to see Mardu Death Shadow earlier today. That was playing both Death Shadow and Boros Charm.
Huh. Can Boros Charm target yourself, or does it say opponent?
I think it's opponent, but he used it to give his Death Shadow double strike.
Isn't Battle Rage just better?
But it can also do 4 to the face.
Or, I guess, beat a Supreme Verdict.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Seems sweet.
Ah, what's up, Paul?
Hey buddy.
Did you get everything set up to go to Baltimore this weekend?
I heard he's not going to Baltimore. So Paul, you should let us know. Because Eddie told me you weren't.
Are you just telling us to our face? Oh, did we not say our names?
I'm Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Justin.
And I'm Justin.
And we're Justin and Kyle.
For the Justin and Kyle Tuesday Night Modern Show. Does Robert playing Teamer Shadow? No, I think he's forfeited the green in his life for today. He's got to start actually preparing for Columbus, where he's pairing up with Becky Edelman and
Zach Canner.
Zach Canner.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty
So
sure
he wants to
Zach
play a
just
real
told
deck.
him that he had to play Grixis Shadow, so he's playing Grixis Shadow.
That's fair. Like I said, he had to play a real deck. He has to get good with a real deck. Is how he puts it. Robert's already down to 17.
Paul,
That's not good for him.
why do you need a phone when you can get a carrier pigeon?
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah. Or just like smoke signals, or just spend your money on magic.
Yeah. Who needs work? Make magic your work.
Yeah.
Life goals.
Yeah. That is actual life goals.
Yeah. I agree.
Alright, 2 mana. Eidolon.
All right.
Feel like we're
Concede
gonna
the
see a
game.
response.
Fetch. Spell snare. I would love a carrier pigeon, but I need my phone for my job. Do you really? What's the giveaway, fam? Our giveaway today is a Lord Windgrace Commander's Nature's Vengeance Commander deck. I think I said that more than once. Whatever. We're going to Jun Landum. And with the new Ultimate Master set coming out, we're going to get Thespian Stage and Dark Depths, get
Nice.
some nice upgrades for it right when the deck.
And Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor, Entomb, Life from the Loam. It's got everything you
Reanimate.
need.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Got everything to pimp out the deck. Yeah, Matthew just posted a link to it in the chat, so you guys can see it there. It's going to be given away tonight at 10 o'clock, potentially. Yeah, tonight at 10 we're going to be giving it out.
Yep. So looks like Robert thought scoured over a Shadow and a Street Wraith. All right. You'll know by tomorrow. You gotta know by now. That's a big old
Paramag
fish.
Angler.
Oh yeah,
Seems
I
pretty
guess
good.
that one's not 2 mana.
No.
Not actually.
Even though it looks like 2 mana.
Yep. Let's say, is that one in German? Say he wasn't asking for that one. We might actually have that one in German.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's a little hard to read from here, but I would imagine any cards that Robert had that can be in German are in German.
Pretty sweet. Yeah, Robert's basics are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he goes out of his way to find some nice those APAC or Euros.
Those
Those would
ones,
be the
yeah.
Asia ones, but
Yeah, those ones are APAC. I know
Yeah.
he typically likes to use Arena 96, but I guess he chose not to use them for this. Maybe he's using those in Standard.
you never know. So he just bought a lot last week. Though. Bought a lot of the Ice Age ones too.
So we didn't plan on double teaming this angler here with the Eidolon and a Searing Blaze.
Yep. Robert's down to 10. Going downhill real quick. Draft lands in UMA, Caracas, Gamble, Stage. Yeah, I mean, it's got most like your true legacy decks.
Yeah. I'm still really surprised that Phyrexian Tower's in there. I honestly thought that was on the reserve list.
Same with Back to Basics for me.
Yeah.
I saw it, I was like, this isn't on the reserve list?
One of those odd ones.
Yeah.
The new Back to Basic looks sweet. It's Therese Nielsen art.
Yeah, I would say Nielsen should probably continue with the job of drawing cards,
Yeah.
drawing pictures. She's very good at it. Top notch. The pattern of rebirth is also very nice. Did you see that one?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
It just got spoiled not too long ago.
I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweet ones in this set. Weird that Laboratory Maniac's an uncommon.
I guess you gotta get some chase uncommons, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Lava Spike. That Lava Spike art's pretty sweet too.
And we got the reprint of the dual deck Desperate Ritual art.
Yeah,
Actually
I'm
get
excited
that
to get
foil.
that one in foil. Yeah,
Or the foil.
the foil. It's now legal in Popper.
Yeah. Yeah, Devoted Druid has a nice new art.
I actually
Which-
didn't like it.
It's kind of like iffy. I like the old one for sure, but it's at
Yeah.
least new. New arts are never bad. The new Bogle looks cool for sure.
I do like that one. Yeah. What else is there?
You can ogle the boggle, but can you goggle the bogle?
Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay. I was just reading it all as like the same like
Yeah.
sentence. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I'm thinking that's what they mean with goggle, but I don't actually know if it's a word. But with them having the second G and the second time they
Well,
say
it's
boggle,
definitely goggle.
yeah, I just don't know what goggle means. I know what it means, like as in
Yeah.
eyewear, but
Not understanding what they're trying to do with the word there.
right.
He's got a shadow out. It's 3. What's
Yeah, I
Belf
think it's
considering
3.
over there? If he's just dead? Oh, if he's gonna play Eidolon and then suspend. I mean, that's not looking good for Robert. Belf's still at 18.
Yeah.
It's a lightning bolt. No red mana. All right, take 2 fatal push. I'm guessing. Or take 6 dismember. Ooh. Oh.
So Robert's gonna be down to 5 after the Rift Bolt. I believe Belf has a Boros Charm in hand, which
And
would put him to
lightning
1.
bolt. No,
No,
it's a
it's
searing
Searing
blaze. Okay. So land kills Robert. And
A spell kills Robert,
literally anything will kill Robert.
except for another 2-drop.
Yep.
I mean, he could have a Stubborn Denial in hand.
I mean,
Can't really
he
see his
almost
hand.
guaranteed has a stubborn now, right? Yeah. You have the stub. Belf pass back. So do you continue cracking fetch lands here? Like,
I mean, I feel like
aggressively?
he needs them for red mana. So
I mean, that's
he's
8.
able to fetch, shock himself down to 2, and then with Teamer Battle Rage, that would mean that would be lethal, right?
Yeah, so he's attacking for lethal if he does it.
So he's probably just going to do that with stub mana backup.
Yeah,
He
but
just
if
has
Belf
to-
has 2
2.
1 mana burn spells, I guess you were dead no matter what then. So if he has a 2 mana and a 1 mana burn spell, aren't you dead
yeah,
by doing that to yourself?
you'd pretty much only be playing around him having all 2 mana spells.
You were dead to a 2 mana 1 mana spell in his turn anyways, right? Yeah, so
Well, no, not necessarily, because you're at 5. I mean, that would be if he's cracking the fetch land. He'd be dead to it, but he would be able to Stubborn Denial the 2 mana spell, and then the 1 mana spell would put him to 2.
2, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to go for it. If Belf just gets more untap steps, he's just gonna die, right?
I mean, the question is whether or not you want to make this a 1-turn game or a 2-turn game, so I guess that's what Robert's asking himself. It's hard without seeing the other cards in his hand besides the...
He's got Lightning Bolt, he's got Thoughtseize, he's got Dismember. You're definitely not casting Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I think he's going to go for it. Bell's probably going to stop and Boros Charm him in response to the fetch.
It's a good time to do that. It's not like it's gonna matter. Boros Charm, we're gonna
Yeah, and Belf just has 2 drops in hand, so I guess it's going to...
yeah,
Work
another
out for
Boros
Robert.
Charm. I mean, he's put himself to 4, right? That is currently life total for him.
Darth Juggalo, we have not done the giveaway yet. That's going to be tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yep. So if you want to start stacking up some points and enter in yourself, I'd recommend doing that. Except you gotta listen to us ramble on about whether or not Robert's ballsy enough to go for it here.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of forced himself into it now.
Yeah, yeah. He started down the line. I said this is the fun part of like Grixis Death Shadow, right? You can pretty much be dead, but you know, just kind of sneak yourself up full turn or whatever because of the battle rage. Attack, and I got 2
All right,
2
sweet.
manas. Got him.
Robert's over there like, yeah, I mean, I had to do
I did it.
It's not
I don't
like
know.
not like I had a choice.
There's one of us in there. I did it. Can't believe it. Oh my god. Woo!
Belfatto's just like, yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, I guess I drew one too few lands.
That's what I get for not playing green black.
Yeah. Green black's actually in a pretty good spot. It's surprising that Belf's not playing it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's just like changing it up. Belfie can pretty much play any modern deck he wants.
I mean, yeah. But wouldn't you just play the one that you have all foil with Future Sight Glyphs?
Yeah. For sure.
Right? That's nothing that me and you have experience with, right?
I've never had a play set of foil glyphs.
No, I can't actually agree with you there. I've definitely had a play set of those.
But if you
Not
had
Future Sight, no. I'd still have them if I had those.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I got the Boring Modern Masters 3. Maybe I get some of these Ultimate Masterpiece ones. I don't know when I'm ever going to play Tarmogoyf. It's like the exact opposite card of what I do almost ever. Dig Through Time equals confirmed unban? No.
And
no.
Golgari Grave Troll and Back to Basics in Modern.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Back to Basics, Scott brought up a pretty good point. What if Wizards is just gradually just taking cards off the reserve list? Like, you're not even like cards where you're like, isn't that on the reserve list?
And then they're just sliding it off.
I don't know. Yeah, they're just like sliding into the sets, just like, look, Back to Basics. This is never on the reserve list.
And then next it's gonna be Underground Sea. And
before you know it, you're like, no, that was definitely on the list. And they're like,
no, it's not.
It's like, did you really look, or did you just assume? Like,
what do you mean Black Lotus wasn't on the reserve list? Did you even look at the reserve list?
They're like, no, that one was definitely on the list. I remember that. That's the only one I could remember. It's like, all right, fine. Just take it back. It's like pull all those cards back out of print. And we're like, yeah, it's the new Masterpiece series for the online set. Treasure Cruise to be banned in draft. I hope so. It's banned in like literally everything.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough ways to actually put cards in the graveyard. I guess Dredge is a good way to help with that, but
I can't wait for the Golgari Grave Troll Laboratory Maniac deck where you just dredge yourself out and win with Lab Man.
I'm excited. Yeah.
That sounds like a sweet thing. I'm really excited to draft this set because at least at GameSwap we're doing that whenever you do a draft, the winner gets the box topper.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to win some of these drafts and get some of those sweet box toppers.
One Violence, that's not exactly correct. I believe in Innistrad Limited.
That was in Block
Sealed.
Constructed.
Oh, I thought, was it Block Constructed?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they had it done in Sealed or something silly.
I don't believe so.
Where they banned Lingering Souls and Intangible Virtue.
Yeah, I believe that was just Block Constructed.
Get your deck small enough to... Oh, right, there's Spoils of the Vault, too. It just spoils the rest of your deck away.
Yep. Seems great. Seems great.
Only block. All right. I miss under remembered.
I miss under remembered.
Yep.
Remembered it.
All right. So what's Robert bringing from his sideboard?
Collector Brutality.
Uh-huh.
As many of those as he can fit.
Is that card good versus burn? Can you explain to me why?
I've been told.
As many words as possible.
Well, killing the creatures is good.
Uh-huh.
Gaining life is good.
Yep.
And making them discard a burn spell is also good.
So you're telling me using 3 of your cards to cancel out 3
of
or
cards.
more of their cards is good?
Yes. Especially because burn is a deck that relies on consistency and having as many of its cards do the same thing as possible.
So talking about as many cards doing the same thing as possible, how's 4 lands, 3 burn spells look to you?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you kept this. I can't tell what the 7th card in his hand is.
It's a Rift Bolt.
A Rift Bolt?
Yeah.
Also surprising you didn't suspend the Rift Bolt.
I mean, I'm guessing that's what that is. I can't figure it out otherwise. Like, it either could be Goblin Guide or Rift Bolt, and I'm pretty sure it's Rift Bolt. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Bell's keeping that in hand.
Maybe he's the thought process of just let him do all the damage to himself, and then start burning him after he's already in Death Shadow range. Brannigan,
honestly, at 13 a pack, I've unfortunately and or fortunately in my life spent a lot more in packs, so 13 isn't horrible to me. It's definitely, not ideal. I would much rather spend a lot less on the packs. But you know, with the like overall card stock that's gone up, and like card stock that has gone up a little bit, not too much, because you know they can't really change the cards too much, or else you know they're essentially coming up with new cards, and it's gonna create problems for sleeves, weight, dexterities, densities, stuff like that.
Right. I am definitely excited to see how the foiling process in this set looks. We've already seen the box stoppers, which have a good foiling process, so hopefully the rest of the set does as well, because that's the biggest issue we've had with other Masters product, was having a bad foiling process. But, yeah, I mean, as the set sits, I definitely feel like it's going to be good value for $13 a pack.
Spells with times. Yeah, yeah. You know, going the expensive route for the fetch lands.
Yeah, and playing with snow-covered basics. You know, can't have your regular old basics. Got to have the $4 ones.
$4 basic lands. That's just crazy.
I know, right? Who would ever spend that much on a basic land?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine spending much more. Are those actually snow covered, or are they just Ice Age?
It might just be Ice Age. I
can't tell. I thought they were just Ice Age.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Ice Age and then the snow covered look really similar.
I'm pretty sure they're the same, except they decided to write snow cover on one. We're gonna Inquisition. I mean, I like all these discard spells that don't deal Robert hand damage here.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, get rid of that one.
Mellow Burn spell down. I mean, this is going pretty much exactly how Robert wants, right? Well, I mean, kind of. You just, like, Belf kept a pretty slow hand. Eidolon off the top's pretty good here. I'm still not sure why Belf's not doing anything with that Rift Bolt.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced he's just trying to wait until Robert's low enough for... He's trying to wait for Robert to put himself in Death Shadow range before he starts firing off burn spells, but then firing off the Lightning Helix there kind of contradicts himself. So, I'm not really sure what his thought process is.
I would imagine it's just pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
You just want to get him dead. You're not... If you're sitting there waiting, you're letting Robert dictate how the games go. Is it Drake's? Is there a standard, a modern version? The standard deck is great. I love that.
Yeah. Did you see Ross Merriam's Arclight Phoenix deck?
Well, I knew there was Crackling Drakes, but I knew it was listed as Grixis Phoenix. Yeah. Which, when I was watching him, it looked like it was just a blue-red deck.
Yeah, it was only for the collector brutalities on the sideboard that it was Grixis. But... yeah, I mean, is it Drake's and Modern? Seems pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And it's Standard. Both seem pretty good.
Matthew, is there any way you could pull up that list? Because I haven't really seen it, to be honest. 8 Drake is a good deck. There are better things to do in Standard. What more do you possibly want to do in life than just draw cards? That's all that deck does, and it's great. Arclight, it is and it isn't. Arclight gets in for a lot of chip damage, which is interesting. Without the Arclight, you're just kind of spinning wheels and hoping that your Drakes survive. So I would recommend, it's important, but at the same time, you can cut them out of the deck until you can afford them. I would work on getting them, but get them slower.
Yeah, that's definitely fair not to want to pick them up. They do definitely help you be modal with the deck. I was watching Owen Turtenwald play at GP Milwaukee, and there was multiple times where I saw him use his Phoenixes both offensively and defensively against like the aggressive white decks. You can just use them to block every turn, and then on your turn just canter a bunch, get them back, and use them to continuously just block. So they are very good. But if you don't want to spend the money to get them, I'm sure that there's another version of the deck you could play using more Murmuring Mystics instead. I also saw that card doing quite a bit over the weekend.
Murmuring Mystic? Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised it wasn't in the first like setup of the decks, because when playing in draft against that card, like you just let them untap a couple times and it's just run away with the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm surprised that game's not a little bit more. Said I could use Gutter Snipes instead of Arclights. You could probably use Gutter Snipes until you get the Arclights, to be honest, but Gutter Snipes going to be very different style of a card, and it's going to cost you some games, and it's also going to win you some games, because the extra burn when you're just kind of going off is going to get them.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely play like a blue-red burn deck, and then you have things like Gutter Snipe, and then you could use like the Morari Conjecture to get your spells back, and then on the turn where you double spell, I've definitely seen Banefire be cast for 7 and then get doubled off of the Mari Conjecture, so that's a really good way to just steal some games. So if you are going to play Gutter Snipe, I would say go towards more of like a burn route, and then maybe also playing like Electrostatic Field.
So Robert cycled a Street Wave down to 4. I guess he was thinking 4 is the same as 6, which I don't think I agree with.
I mean, he also has a Stubborn Denial in hand, right? So he's probably just trying to get this game over with.
Yeah, Belf's got a card in hand, so you can't use the Colligan's command as like a discard spell. I'm not exactly sure. Resub requirements, not yet. What are... Matthew, what resub requirements were there? What does Lillian speak of? Not yet met.
Are you saying we're not exciting enough for you, Lillian? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh yeah, is that it? Do we need to be a little bit more loud and screamy like Robert? Honestly, that's not my style, so I don't know if I can do that. What do we need to do to get you to resub?
Yeah, I feel like Jess and I are more of the intellectual commentators. We're trying to give you all that we can give you, while also giving a nice, cool, and calm experience.
I'm fine with the cool and calm experience, but I don't know if we're doing the intellectual. We need more 8-rack. Is that what it is? Right. That's what they were hoping for. The 8-rack.
Alright, I guess we're going to have to get more 8-rack.
Is there an 8-rack in the room? Matthew, go find us an 8-rack. Right now. Robert 1?
Yeah, Robert 1. He had the Stubborn Denial.
You go find us an 8-rack, and if not, just come back with 8 racks and put them on camera.
Alright, well, since that round was blazing fast, Matthew's going to go try to find us an 8-rack mirror to put on camera.
I guess we'll come up with a random anecdote to talk about.
Alright, well, Justin, the SNG invitation is coming up here in about 2 weeks.
Yep, that sounds about right.
What are you playing?
Oh, yeah, that's something I've thought about dearly. I was testing Storm last week against Scott, and that was pretty fun.
Oh, so you're on to Storm now.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
What was I on last time you talked to me?
I'm pretty sure it was Jeskai, or Bant, or like Humans, or Bant Spirits, or Tron. I'm pretty sure you said Tron.
Uh-huh. Did anyone... Did you, by chance, happen to list any other decks in Modern? Because I'd probably consider playing that, too.
Boggles.
Alright, you're right. I won't play that one.
Boggletron.
Boggletron? Can we get Caleb Durward's list of the Battle of Boggles? I might play that. I hope I just get paired against Hoogland.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen an Eldrazi Conscriptions on a Slippery Boggle?
No, but I want to.
You could be the first.
I mean, Ultimate Masters Draft, man. It's not unreasonable there.
Alright, so it looks like we don't have a match for you guys just yet. Matt said he's going to try to get one when we can, so you guys just get to hear us talk for a little bit until we get to find a match.
Is there a way to see how many entries you have? Which one of these?
Should be.
Interacts, giveaways. Matthew, help us out. How do you see your amount of entries?
Yeah,
all right, so Matthew's going to let you know. All right, Matthew's going to let you know. Juggaloism. You're telling me you refuse to go if I play Tron? All right, so what deck am I allowed to play then? That gets you to go. What deck do I have to play so that way you'll go to Baltimore, so that way you get qualified and you get to come with us? We got you 2/3 of the way there, man. You had to do like the bare minimum.
Medieval, I would say out of those 3, Jeskai is probably the most consistent deck. But if I were to choose one, I think Esper is the most fun. Esper Goros is definitely sweet. Getting to play the control role and then reanimate things like Gristlebrand, Elishnor, and Iona. Those are pretty sweet.
Esper, as somebody who's played all of these controls, the Jeskai deck just has the access to the best removal. You get Lightning Bolt and Path to Exile, and that's typically why the blue-white and the Jeskai decks end up being a little bit better than the Grixis and Esper. Grixis is very grindy. You have to know all of your matchups very well, and every little mistake costs you a lot of points. The deck is definitely capable of winning, but it doesn't really give you any leeway, and that's kind of why Grixis isn't the chosen one. And then with Esper, you get Path to Exile and you get all the discard spells, but at the same time, you're like the Esper always tries to like pull in two different directions. It's trying to discard you while at the same time you're using like you're giving them resources and taking them away at the same time. So you're kind of fighting with yourself, and it's always awkward for Esper. Like Esper hasn't really found its thing, in my opinion. So Jeskai, in my opinion, Jeskai is the better. Jeskai or Blue White, I don't really care which one you lean towards. Are the better versions of Control, just because they have the better answers and better ways to end the game.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that if you were to play Esper, I think that there has to be some kind of backup combo plan to go with it. Either being like using Gora's Vengeance to get back things like Obsidat, Jacefin's Prodigy that you can flip, or you can run like Gifts Ungiven to get Burial Rites, Elesh Norn, Iona, things like that. Just having some kind of a backup combo plan with it. Those are the Esper decks I've seen have the most success, but Jeskai is definitely the better like tier deck.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to know like a reason why Jeskai over Blue White, I really don't like both those decks are very good. They just are good at fighting two different things. Jeskai, if you're planning on playing against creature heavy meta, or you just need to like kill your opponent at a relatively like faster, quicker pace, is when you want to play Jeskai. But if you're able to just play like the card advantage grind game, Blue White's much better at it. So it just really depends on your meta and how comfortable you are with the decks.
Yeah, Jeskai giving you access to things like Lightning Bolt, Electrolyze, Lightning Helix gives you a lot more early game removal than Blue White, which just has like Terminus and Path to Exile.
Yeah, a lot of people just kind of forget about the whole. It's like, oh, you're playing Control. My life total doesn't that matter, and then they get around 10 life, and you're just like, all right, well, Bolt, Snap, Bolt, attack, like untap, attack. Activate Colonnade, attack you, surprise, you're dead. You're like, oh, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, you can definitely turn the corner out of nowhere. Yeah.
That's fine.
Matt was saying that he's going to try to find some people to play for you, so you guys don't have to sit here and stare at us. Although, I don't know if you want to do that or not, because...
If you want to.
Maybe you do.
So, I mean, I'm not against it, but I can understand why no one would want to look at us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Mono Black Pox is what I play. Only set you back around 6K.
Oh. Geez.
You know, no biggie. No biggie.
The pretty much
Pox and Legacy, right?
Actually, Lillian, if you could just get us a deck for everybody, then we could all play the Mono Black Pox Mirror, and that sounds better than anything else I could imagine. I have definitely played, or watched play, the Smallpox Mirror in Modern, and that seems pretty grindy and sweet.
I really hope Matthew just goes and finds somebody with 8-rack. Yeah. Puts them on camera. Yeah. I really hope it's an 8-rack mirror at that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be great. I hope. I failed. All right.
All right. Matt,
your goal is to find an 8-rack. They are all playing card games. Dumb. Who would play card games?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. What cards are you all excited, like out of the initial spoilers, to see in Ultimate Masters? Like, I was obviously surprised to see Back to Basics and Phyrexian Tower. Is there any other cards that has surprised people? Anything for you?
Oh, Rune Halo. Yeah,
Rune Halo?
Yeah. Cool.
I was excited. Like, that card's $50 for no reason. So
yeah, now it'll probably be like 10.
Yeah, you know, the realistic price. I can actually pick up a foil for a price that doesn't matter.
I'm excited to see one of these foil Back to Basics.
So let's talk about what's actually going on in this art.
So it's one of the Escher arts. I believe that this is Concave Convex. Yeah, she was saying that she based it off of one of the Escher arts. But I feel like what this is it's a waterfall into a stream that is transforming. It kind of looks like it's sucking into itself, trying to become more of like a basic land. But it is definitely like a trippy art, and that's kind of what she was going for.
So, nice trippy art. Failed to enter giveaway. Ah, rough.
Sorry about that, Darth Juggalo. Looks like he needs more points.
Did we go over the point system?
Yeah.
Did we?
I don't think that we did. I can go over how you guys get points real quick. There's a few different ways. The easiest way is by subscribing. If you sub, you get 500 points. If you follow us, if you haven't already, you get 50 points for that. You get points also just for watching us. For every 10 minutes you're watching us, you get 5 points. If you're subbed, you get 10 points for every 10 minutes you're watching us. Then lastly, if you cheer, you get 1 point for every 1 bit that you cheer. And then the points for the tickets are 25 points per. So if you do something like subscribing, you can get 20 tickets just from that.
So 5 points off. So is that about an
10
hour?
minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's 5 points for 10 minutes. So yeah, just
Okay.
give it 10 minutes and you'll be good.
There you go. There's seriously no cards that anyone's excited about? Man. Alright. Obviously the thing sucks. Set sucks. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really think anybody will it. So, Justin, you said you're looking for Storm and Modern at the Invitational. So
Maybe.
what are you going to be
I don't
playing
know.
in Standard? Are you going to find some 1,000-year Storm deck in that as well?
I want to. You got a list?
I'm sure Ali
Maybe I'll
Andrazi
just go
does
and copy whatever Ali Andrazi has got for recent
the
days.
Omniscience deck.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be the perfect place to take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will be expecting it. They'll all be expecting like real decks, and you
Right.
show up with something. It's
You
like
hard-casted Omniscience and people just lose their mind.
those go like,
How do
all
I
right.
beat this?
I'm excited. Kill me.
Yeah, there was a deck that I saw at the GP over the weekend that looked pretty cool. I forget the name of the guy that played it. I think it was Ben Wines. But it was a larger mono red deck.
Mhm.
So it's playing things like Treasure Map in the main, Dire Fleet Daredevil, Siege Gang Commander
Okay.
on the main deck. And that seemed pretty sweet, so I might have to try that out.
Yeah, those cards all seem good. I like those cards. Colonnade. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Talk
for
about a
those to be
card.
accessible.
Talk about a set of cards that needed a reprint real bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Manlands. Well,
Yeah.
the original Manland. Well, I guess
Colonnades
not
and
the
Raging
original,
Ravine
but-
are almost impossible to find. Like, you guys wouldn't believe how many people come into the store asking for those cards, and it's just like, well, we just haven't seen them in years, so.
So the people who have them, do not get rid of them.
Right. Yeah, there was a Raging Ravine playmat that came out with that original set, and Justin has promised to get me that playmat for about 3 years now.
Anyone know where I can get one for a reasonable
and
price?
He still has not found one.
I still haven't actually seen one
Yeah.
in all the events that we've gone to.
Yeah, it's just an old random playmat that I've been looking for a while that still has yet to appear.
You should go with what you play best. Yeah, but when you have access to like anything, you can play anything best, right?
Yeah. Lillian, that's what I plan on doing. I'm probably just going to be playing humans because it's the modern deck I've been playing for about a year now, and the modern deck I've definitely had the most success with. But Justin here likes to change it up every once in a while. There's been numerous occasions that he just audibles the day before. Yeah. And then we did want to remind everybody that we do have an IQ this Saturday, which is modern, so you guys can all come out and test your modern decks for that.
That'd be great. So it was going to be us commentating, but I've had. Apparently, my girlfriend's birthday is that day, so that's something to forget and remember. So not something I can miss.
Yeah, we're still in the process of trying to find out who's commentating this weekend because Justin forgot about his girlfriend.
Yep, that's a very
easily
pleasant way to put
forgettable,
about it.
isn't she? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot about my family.
Yeah, you just forgot about your entire family. Forget
Apparently
about
I'm
the
supposed
person
to be
you're living
having,
with. now.
Family Thanksgiving that day.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to find out who's commentating for you. We'll have some people commentating, don't you worry, but it might not be us. We're still trying to find that out.
So I think Mr. Bob Plains has volunteered his time, so you'll have to see his excitement.
Bob Plains.
Pretty good at Jeskai? I might be.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure he's only good at Jeskai when he gets paired against humans 4 rounds in a row. Is that true?
I mean, that's when I prefer to play Jeskai.
Yeah. Gary Barr, we're trying to get you some games. We're waiting for one of the tables to be in between some matches so we can switch them over. So hopefully we will have some shortly for you.
To give you an idea, if you do want to see some games, you'll give us a chance to get some water, and we'll just be right back after some nice replays and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to switch you guys over to some replays so that way you guys can watch some stuff and don't just have to hear us talk for the entire time. So Matthew's going to switch you over to that here in just a moment.